Hi, my name is Jack, and welcome back to another tips video. This one is another free one today. By the way, before we get into this one, if you haven't seen any of the previous tips that I've done, I will leave them in the description down below, or there is a playlist if you haven't seen them all yet. It's basically a tips series where I talk about loads of different things if you are new to tips and letting you all know. This is my fourth one, I think. Let me just count. Yeah, this is my fourth one. So yeah, I do plan to do more of them in the future. As I said, I won't just be doing tips on my channel. I will be doing. I plan to do some tricks. I plan to do some top videos, and also I'm going to do some things ones, and stuff like that. So yeah, there's going to be a whole lot of bunch of different things I'm going to be doing, and not just tips. So I plan to do 2 more tips after this one. And then on Monday from next week, I'm going to be doing something different again. So I will let you know about that and stuff like that. So yeah, that's going to be the plan of what I'm going to do. So I want to try and mix this channel up slightly with kind of a bunch of different things, because that's what I want this channel to be about. Like, obviously I want it to be, real life things, and yeah, that's what I want. So yeah, I will try and mix it up in that some kind of way, but I have got a lot of ideas anyway I'm going to try and do for this channel. So this free tip one is about on how to get standout comments. So it's basically like the same as yesterday's one, but this one is a bit different. So it's a bit of a different one. So it's a comments one again that I've come up with, and it is a bit of a different one. So go and check out yesterday's comment one out if you've not seen it. But really handy if you go and watch it if you haven't. That'll be really handy. And if you do want to watch this one, that'll be absolutely fine. It won't be a very short tips video again, just because there's only 3. And obviously I won't be talking on for way too long. So I will let you know on that. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Anyway, right. So the first one is make performance of the video. So basically, this is a bit hard. So all these tips I've come up with by myself. So all of them might not be very good. So yeah, make performance of the video. So this one is kind of quite a hard one to go for. So basically, you need to make sure that you make your video perform really, really well. So the most popular one you will probably get out of is a face video, just because the face videos are the most popular one. I've kind of said this before about basically a face video is kind of the most important one, and the reason why for that is because a lot of people want to see your face. By the way, a lot of people want to see you. By the way, of kind of what you want to do and what knowledge you've got and stuff like that to your videos and stuff like that. And when you've spoke kind of a lot, you will get a decent decent not decent standout. I did decent yesterday. Standout. So yeah, you will technically get a really standout comment if you perform the video really, really well. That is only my opinion. There might be other opinions out there and stuff like that, but all what this is, by the way, is this is my own opinion, by the way, and a lot of people might not use any of this, but it's kind of to perform all the channels out there, because at the moment, as I said, this channel is one where I want to help a few people, and that's kind of what I want to do. So that's kind of the main idea of kind of what I want to do. So yeah, make sure that your video is performed really well, and you will get a standout comment for it, and you will get a few comments for it and stuff like that, because yeah, as I said, this is only my performance, so I will try and do very, very well at it, I guess. And that's what the video will all be about, by the way, if you make it stand out and stuff like that. So you will be like that, by the way, if you end up doing that. But it all depends of like what your ability is and stuff like that with everything. So it basically just all depends on there and what you do and all that. So yeah, so just make sure you do it well, and then you will get some standout comments from people. And yeah, you should be fine. You should be all right. So yeah, that's pretty much it of that one. Okay, moving on to number 2. Make the commentary stand out. Now, this one is pretty much the same as the first one. So Commentary is another important one for standout comments. So I make sure that your commentary is nice and clear. So I did kind of a touch on this in yesterday's one. I've kind of talked about a little bit about the commentary and all that kind of thing. So the commentary is another thing you need to be aware of, by the way, because if your commentary is not great at all, and then that means you won't get any comments from it, you won't get any standout ones at all. So make sure that your commentary is really smoothly, like kind of like what I'm doing right now, where you're not really rushing into it. You're kind of standing out really well, and that means you will get a standout comment. There is going to be a lot of standout I'm going to be saying in this, by the way, well, because that's what the tip's all about. So I will be saying a lot of that. But anyway, yeah. So make sure that your commentary is standing out as well. Make sure that's okay as well. Because if it isn't, then you won't get a standout comment. So make sure that your commentary is all smoother and stuff like that. If you've been doing it at YouTube for 4 years like me, you probably have got better, because as I said with my commentary back in the day, it was not great at all. I was really struggling, and if you've been on for probably, I should say, over a year, you should be fine. So you should be okay. But a lot of people are nervous with talking to the viewers and stuff like that, and I know it's really nerve-wracking, but people do get used to it and stuff like that. So it's kind of a useful thing that people will get used to, and it's a thing that's right there for people anyway. So if you're like me, by the way, make sure you're doing the right thing, and make sure that your commentary really stands out, and that's another thing I'm saying. So yeah, that's pretty much it on that one. And then the very final one, number 3, make the game audio and face audio stand out. So this one, as I said, is kind of the same as the other one again. So this one is kind of faced on face audio and game audio. So it's kind of aimed on the microphone, which I kind of want to talk about right now. So I'll start off with game audio just because it is in that order that I wrote it down. So game audio. Now the game audio is kind of based on the microphone and stuff like that. So make sure that your game audio is really far up so people can hear you. That's kind of what I'm saying there. Make sure that you're really loud and you're really smooth on the game audio. Make sure it's fully up and you're not muted. Make sure you check out all the settings on that, and then that means you will get a standout comment from someone. So that'll be pretty good. So make sure that your game audio is completely fully up, so it's not it's not muted, so people can't hear you, and all that. And make sure it's not really quiet either. And make sure it's fully up completely, so people can hear you very, very loudly. So you can kind of do that. That's pretty much it at that one. Face audio, that's the same again. Make sure if you're recording on your phone, iPad, or like a proper normal camera, make sure your audio is very loud as well. And make sure that your speaker very loud as well. And make sure that viewers can hear you as well. And make sure that people can hear as well, because at the moment though, I have kind of had a lot of problems with that. Back in the day, I did have a lot of problems with that. So make sure that you do kind of stand out that as well, because otherwise, if you don't do that, then that means you won't get a standout comment. So it'll be very handy if you go and do that as well, because that'll help people, and that will stand out people as well with game audio and face audio and all that. So make sure you're doing all of that as well, because that'll be okay as well. But the most important one anyway is the face audio anyway. That's the most important one that you need to be aware of. But both of them are quite similar. Because if you're a channel where you don't do face videos and you just do gameplay, and then that means people will have to work it out yourself. Or for example, if you're a channel where you do face videos and not gameplay, kind of the other way around. Just the same thing again. But if you're doing both, like what I'm doing, it's kind of it takes a lot of practice if you're doing them both together. It kind of takes a lot of practice and stuff like that, and people have different varieties on different channels as well of what they're doing. So it basically just all depends on that as well of what you're doing. Make sure that you do it very well. You will get the standout comments if your game audio and your face audio is okay as well. So I wish you all the best of luck. on that as well. So there we are then. So that was my 3 tips on how to get standout comments. Yeah, a bit of a different one this one compared to the one I did yesterday. But it's another one that I wanted to do with the comments section. And kind of like for me at the moment, I don't get as many comments anyway. But I kind of like, I still make my videos really, really well with kind of a standout comments that I do get. And like I said, I've had a lot of comments back in the day anyway. So I do try my very best to try and get a video out that will get a comment on it. But it basically just all depends of like how it goes on there and stuff like that. But yeah, so yeah, before I end here, I'll go through the 3 things again. Make performance of the video that will stand out. Make the commentary stand out. So make sure that the commentary is really standing out. And number 3, make the game audio and face audio stand out as well. So make sure that everything is kind of a standard out, and then you should be, and then yeah, you should be fine on yeah, on what you're doing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, there'll be more tips very, very soon. So make sure you stay around for more, because I do plan to do a lot more of them. So yeah, but yeah, so make sure you stick for tomorrow. There'll be a brand new one on the way. I'm not sure what that one's going to be. And there will be more comment ones as well, so make sure you stick for them as well. Yeah, that'll be really nice. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this one. So I will see you all very, very soon.